Are you planning on starting a raised bed garden? Raised beds offer incredible benefits like improved drainage, better soil quality, and easier maintenance. However, many gardeners have questions about how to set them up and maintain them effectively. In this guide, we answer the most frequently asked questions about raised bed gardening so you can create a thriving and productive garden. Don't forget to subscribe to Botanical Bliss for more expert gardening tips and share this guide with fellow garden lovers. How deep should a raised garden bed be? A depth of at least 12 inches is ideal for most vegetables, but deep-rooted plants like carrots and potatoes prefer 18 inches or more. Shallower beds of 6 to 8 inches work well for herbs and leafy greens. Should I put rocks in the bottom of my raised garden bed? No. Placing rocks at the bottom can create drainage issues by trapping water instead of allowing it to flow freely. Instead, use organic materials like wood chips or mulch to promote aeration. What is the difference between a raised bed and a flat bed? A raised bed is an elevated growing space with defined borders, allowing better control over soil quality and drainage. A flatbed is a traditional in-ground garden that relies on native soil, which may need amendments for optimal growth. What do you put on the bottom of a raised garden bed? Using materials like cardboard, newspaper, or straw helps suppress weeds while still allowing water to drain. If pests like gophers are a concern, a layer of hardware cloth can be added to keep them out. How long do raised garden beds last? The durability of a raised bed depends on the materials used. Cedar and redwood can last 10 to 15 years, while untreated pine may degrade within 3 to 5 years. Metal and concrete beds can last decades. What should you not put in a raised garden bed? Avoid using chemically treated wood, synthetic fertilizers, or fresh manure, as these can introduce toxins or pathogens into the soil. Also, be cautious with invasive plants that can quickly take over your bed. What vegetables can you put in a raised bed? Raised beds are perfect for growing tomatoes, peppers, leafy greens, carrots, radishes, cucumbers, zucchini, beans, and many other vegetables that thrive in well-draining, nutrient-rich soil. What is perlite? Perlite is a lightweight volcanic mineral added to soil to improve aeration and drainage. It helps prevent soil compaction and enhances root growth in raised beds. Can you fill a raised bed with just soil? While it's possible, it's more beneficial to use a mix of compost, topsoil, and organic matter to create a nutrient-rich growing environment for plants. Should you put plastic in a raised garden bed? Plastic liners can help retain moisture and prevent soil erosion, but they should be breathable and food safe. Non-porous plastic can restrict drainage and cause root rot. What materials do I need to build a raised bed? You'll need wood, like cedar, redwood, or untreated lumber. Metal sheets, bricks, or concrete blocks to construct the frame. Additional materials include screws, a drill, weed barrier fabric, and high-quality soil amendments. What is the safest material for raised garden beds? Cedar, redwood, and untreated hardwoods are among the safest wood choices. Galvanized steel is another excellent, long-lasting option. Avoid chemically treated woods that can leach harmful substances. How to fill raised garden beds cheaply. A cost-effective method is layering organic materials such as logs, branches, leaves, and straw at the bottom, then topping it with compost and topsoil. This technique, known as hugelkultur, reduces the amount of soil needed while enhancing fertility. Is it better to plant in pots or the ground? Raised beds provide a middle ground between potted plants and in-ground gardening. They offer deeper soil and better drainage than pots while giving more control over soil quality than in-ground beds. Are bricks safe for vegetable gardens? Bricks are generally safe unless they have toxic glazes or old lead-based materials. Concrete blocks can also be used, but be mindful of their potential lime content, which may alter soil pH. Should I put fabric on the bottom of a raised garden bed? Landscape fabric can be helpful in preventing weeds while allowing drainage. However, it is not necessary if you have deep, well-maintained soil layers. Why are beds raised off the floor? Raised beds improve soil drainage, reduce soil compaction, minimize weeds, and make gardening easier by reducing the need for bending or kneeling. What are the disadvantages of raised garden beds? Raised beds dry out faster than traditional beds and require more frequent watering. The initial setup can be costly, and over time, soil nutrients may need to be replenished more often. For more expert gardening tips and raised bed insights, subscribe to Botanical Bliss and share this guide with fellow gardeners.